What was that?
Fly away. It's like flying. Oh no. I might stick them up on top on the roof. No, I've got to pull them off and cut them. No. Or will I cut them up there? I'll leave them down here and cut them first.
How long you had the frame up?
Oh, just up, just done. Still, there's the last bits still got to wait to go on. So it's really just done. Took me a long time to get all the preparatory bits done, straightened, cleaned, tied it up, and then suddenly the frame went up. That's how it goes. Herb, who was the owner, he said, "Oh look, we'll just give her a Viking funeral, say goodbye," because she's had a great history.
How did you feel about that?
Terrible. Oh no, couldn't let that happen. No way.
Yeah.
Not something as precious as the old Mary T. She's going to have another life. The making of her, the fact that she was painted by Arthur Boyd.
Are you sure about that?
Crossed my heart like to die. I swear on my grandmother's grave. Don't know where she's buried, but anyway. Oh, thanks, mate.
Where are they from?
Bunnies. But I think they've just... Is this... this is off the record. I think they've just given me a double lot. Oh, I got one.
This film's action-packed, Jonathan.
I reckon. Interesting. I wonder if they'll double timber. I wonder if they'll realise what they've done. I hope not. I love the shape of boats, and these were classic boats. They were some beautiful classic boats. Like Mary T was one. She's named after a Narooma barmaid.
Really?
Yeah, back in the 50s. I don't know the story. I don't wish to know the story. It was the curves that got me.
The curves of what?
The hull and the planks. Just, they don't make them like that anymore. They're hand hewn, they're carved by hand. And I'll show you the picture. This is Arthur Boyd's painting. This is the original painting. Or the old lady who brought it to church thought it was the original painting until we disabused it as just a print, faded print. But there it is. And all these timbers are hand cut and down inside the hull. And this is painted the year she was made, where she was made in Eden. And in working on her, I've discovered, I thought, this is the same boat. The timbers arrived. Bunnings sent me the delivery. So they sent me the timber twice, but I'm not going to tell them unless they ask me. Ah, yes, that's a good point. Oh yes, they might have charged me twice. I never think of these things. She was the Gaybo Island mail boat for quite some years, and then fishing again. Then she moved up to Narooma, where she was a pleasure boat, just owned by some people for fishing and cruising. And finally she came up here and just sat in the creek here for quite some time. I remember her being in the creek. Don't tell her. She's not going back in the water. She's quite rotten. I've filled it with a lot of gunk, and there's a lot more to do yet. There's worse bits than that, but I wish I felt like Hercules. When I was young, I felt like Hercules. Now I feel like Hercules' granddad. I even look like Hercules' granddad.
Never.
Oh yeah. Look at beautiful shapes in that thing. I'm so glad it's preserved. The rudder works, but it's very stiff. No, it's.
I believe you thousands
It
wouldn't.
used to work. No. I can show you a picture of the painting. There's the propeller. Called a spaceship. Because it's in space. That's my first real meeting with Mary T. Was doing that painting. She was in the yard, and I was doing some work on my other boat, and now Herb's got the painting, and I've got the boat.
Hey, Jonathan, what have you done today?
Today, plumbing. Look, there's pipes coming out of the bottom of the boat. A pipe. There it is. Plumbing. It's not rocket. It's not rocket surgery. Oh, not having such a good day today.
Why?
Some days they just don't. The bits don't quite fit. It's a jigsaw, and these curved windows are tricky because they've got a flange and. Anyway. No, that's the wrong spot. Then we put the window in. This is the window off the old Ocean Trek, the dive boat that ran aground.
Yep.
And I got these windows that weigh a ton. And the trick is to get them to go in. Actually, that looks better now.
Oh, it's bigger than I thought.
Yeah, there's more room than you think.
Yep.
It's the best cubby ever. Emergency exit there.
It's very useful.
Well, it's necessary. There's a fire out there, you've got to be able to get out, so it's hard to squeeze out through these.
That's right. You have to be pretty skinny. So how long have you been working on it now?
Started about 1962. Yep. Solid 6 months.
Yep.
On and off.
Wow.
Still lots of fiddly stuff to do. Oh look, your friend's here.
Not my friend.
Poor little fella, they don't know where they are now, everything's been covered up. I'll have to tell the people when they come, just look after the animals, the little animals and the big animals, because they all belong here.
Oh, where'd they come from?
The leprechauns brought them.
Okay.
Things haven't gone according to plan today, but Kilkenny will fix that.
Wow, is that for me?
Yep. Don't think they've got fridges in Ireland.
No.
The wind's up and the Kilkenny's going down. All's right with the world again. You've got to see this. There they are. That's proper plumbing. Just like I bought one. Should test it, I suppose. You're supposed to test it. It'll be right. Should be right. Went to put the window in, it was bloody wrong size, so I had to take it all apart and do it. But I'm clever like that. Everything's curved and leaning and uneven and old, and you look at a thing which is actually level and you think that's not level. And I came out of that little cabin this morning and looked and I saw the floorboards and I went, whoa! She does your head in, this old girl. Well, she's in the salmon wars, you see. She was poaching salmon, and so as she scarpered away from the others, they flung a few 303s at her. Bang, bang, bang. Side on, she's heaving up, and they plastered one in there too.
It sounds like it would have sprung a leak.
Well, I think they weren't being very friendly. The things she's bumped into, who knows? Seals, dolphins, probably not dolphins, they get out of the way. Whales, but the sunfish. The sunfish, they're the gentle giants, they're those beautiful things, but they're slow as a wet week. They just sit around and
How big are they?
oh, massive. They're massive things. They're huge discs that swim like vertical. They're a vertical disc, like a flying saucer, vertically, with this massive fin at the bottom, and this big mouth.
Swallowing.
They're eating the plankton, eating the same thing as the whale sharks and the manta rays. They're just taking in all those little animals. Oh, they're the most delightful things. Okay, let's undo this boat.
Wow. Look at that.
It'll be good for that roof to breathe a bit. But we're getting there. Then it's pretty much whacking the windows and all the finishing off, all the trim, which is going to take weeks. Actually, it's a dear old thing. Solid as. I don't know why. I don't know the story of why Arthur Boyd was down there painting. I'll get it out if you like.
Sure.
So I think what was in his mind was the idea of the biblical images in it, the building of the ark, the people labouring away and doing their work. That's probably me down the front there, but they're very Bruegel-esque. Even the way he's dressed them, the way he's painted them, it's I suppose his attempt to be a bit like Bruegel. Because it was painted at exactly the same time, so as she was made. A wonderful story.
Where are we?
Woolamaya, Huskisson, Jervis Bay, New South Wales.